it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day. It's Monday, guys, and I have missed you so much over the weekend. I feel like it's been a week since I've been in the kitchen with you. I know it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend. We had a big weekend here at the house, celebrating our 25th year anniversary. If you guys follow my page, you already know this, so you're probably thinking, my God, how many times is she going to celebrate her anniversary? When I celebrate big. So me and my husband went out for a private dinner at a very fancy restaurant in Memphis on Friday, and then Saturday my kids pretended like they were taking us somewhere just for us, and it ended up being a family surprise gathering, so that was a lot of fun. And then yesterday we went to a play. So I had a big weekend. We ate big, I exercised big, I rested big. And today I'm excited to be back in the kitchen. So we're making one of the most easiest meals. I love this. And I know some of you guys have said, dang, Amy, do you cook the same things all the time? No, but the things we love, we do put on a rotation. So this is one of those things. We're making the best meatloaf muffins. I love these things. You know what I forgot to do was check to see the temperature that I'm supposed to put these on. I have my oven on 350, so that's how I'm gonna cook mine. It may need to be on 375, but we're gonna do 350. And I am doubling the recipe. So as we're going through this, you're gonna find out how fast and easy it is. I love it because it only calls for a few things. So we are starting off with 2 pounds of ground beef. I got 2 pounds of lean ground beef and 2 eggs. Okay, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 eggs. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our seasonings in. Now I love this recipe because it only calls for a few things and it's all the same amounts. So you don't have to get your notes out and find out if it's a half teaspoon or a 1/4 teaspoon or a whole tablespoon. It's all the same. So I'm doubling this recipe, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 eggs. We're gonna do a half teaspoon of onion powder. If you wanna use real live onion, you can. I'm not gonna do real live onion because I don't wanna take the time of chopping them up. So we're doing onion powder. And then we're gonna do some garlic powder, so a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're gonna use some Italian seasoning. So we've got our Italian seasoning, and guess what? Yes, a half a teaspoon of garlic seasoning. Not garlic, Italian. I'm crazy. I did onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian. Y'all saw me, I almost did too much. And we're gonna do the same thing with salt and pepper. So a half teaspoon of salt and pepper. I love this recipe. We have cooked it so many times over the last 4 years. I even cooked this before I was keto because it's awesome. And there are a lot of recipes I have that we have transitioned into my keto lifestyle because we can make them keto. So the difference between this recipe and the one I used to follow a long time ago is the breading. So we are using 2 cups of crushed pork rinds. I'm using my favorite pork rind, which is the Max, M-A-C-S. I love Max. We just have the Max plain. I love the salt and pepper though. And the way I crush up mine, you can get your fancy gadgets out if you want to, but a friend of mine taught me this. Just put them in a Ziploc bag and beat the mess out of them. So that's what I do. I put them in my bag, just beat them to death, and they turn into small crushed pork rinds. Now you can use these pork rinds for a lot of recipes. You can use them for your air fryer, pork chops, or chicken. You can make them for meatloaf or anything that needs breading. All right, and now we're fixing to get our hands dirty. So that's all we're doing. 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 eggs, a half teaspoon of all the seasonings. So we have garlic powder, onion powder, Italian season, salt and pepper, and 2 cups of pork rinds. And we're just gonna mix it up and get our hands really nasty here. This breading really holds it together, and this is a fast recipe. So I have my oven on 350, and we're gonna put these into meatloaf muffins or meatloaf pans. And the reason I do that is I like to cook fast. Like you guys know, if you follow my page, you know I'm only about easy, fast, delicious dinners. So this is the fastest way you can cook a meatloaf. Tastes just like big old fat pans of meatloaf, but they're cooked smaller and a lot faster. So you can put this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the temperature and the size of your meatloaf. And these are done, just like that. So guys, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. And if you have any questions related to low carb or keto, I am fixing to come after I get these mixed up in the oven to see if you guys have any questions. Now, because I had a big weekend, I did do some fasting. So if you guys follow my page, you know Friday, we went for that big dinner and I fasted all day because I knew I was blowing keto out of the water. And I made that choice and I loved it. It was so good. But I had a glass of champagne that the waiter surprised us with. And I didn't know that was coming, so I already had a glass of something else. And then we ate a big meal and it was so scrumptious. But Saturday, I woke up and I knew that because I made that choice, I needed to earn my way back into ketosis. So I fasted all day until our big celebration with my kids. And I walked for an hour and I just took it easy that day. I got some rest, and other than the walking and the drinking of lots of water. I also drank my ketone supplement. And then Saturday we did it all over again. So that night we had a big surprise party. I did not know about it. So I definitely was not going to turn the food down. And it was a special celebration, right? So yesterday, again, I woke up and I fasted all day until dinner. And last night for dinner, we were lazy because it was a busy weekend. So last night for dinner, we stopped and got pizza. My husband said, "Can I have a pizza night?" I'm like, "Sure, but I ain't cooking it because I don't feel like cooking." So I stopped at our local pizzeria here in town, which is Rockin' Dough. I love Rockin' Dough. Got my husband his favorite carnivore pizza, and then I went with a cauliflower crust. So we had a big weekend, but this week we will definitely be eating light. Definitely low carb because of all of our choices this weekend. So I just want to tell you it's okay to make choices. You just got to get yourself back in ketosis if your goal is ketosis. If it's low carb, just keep moving. Keep moving, keep choosing low carb. If it's keto, you have to be a little stricter on yourself to get yourself back in ketosis, which is what I'm doing. So we got our mix. I like to roll them up into balls, so meatballs is what I'm doing here. We're throwing them in our muffin tin or muffin pan. And I like to make them into meatballs, that way I know how much is going into each one of mine. With my ingredients, I use these same ingredients every time. It's about 2 carbs per muffin. That is all going to be dependent upon your ingredients, okay? So I am fixing to show you the ketchups that we are going to use. And yes, keto ketchups are out there. They're actually real. And you can make meatloaf with ketchup as long as you know what to look for in your ingredients. So I'm fixing to show you. I've got 2 different ketchups that we're going to use tonight. I like to try new things, so I tried about a month ago or so, I guess it's about a month, time flies. I tried a Heinz no sugar added tomato ketchup, and it was so good. It tasted just like Heinz ketchup. I was so surprised, absolutely in love with it. So I have some of that, but then I also went ahead and tried the Primal Kitchen. I know you guys tell me all the time, try the Primal. I have never tried it before, so we're gonna try that tonight. I'm fixing to open it in just a second and taste it before I put it on my meatloaf. But the carb counts really depend on what your ingredients are. So you need to decide what type of low carb ketchup you're going to use, or if you're just going to use regular ketchup. If you use regular ketchup, there's going to be very high carb meatloafs. But if you want to use a low carb ketchup, I'm fixing to show you what to look for in those ingredients. Just give me 1 second, I'm almost done with this. So my daughter is working tonight, as she has been working every night for a while. So she's going to come in later today. So I'm going to go ahead and cook all of these 12. And then I've got some left in my pan here. Instead of cooking and getting 2 pans dirty, I'm just gonna cook these and then come back and cook her some later. All right, because she won't be home until about 8:45 tonight. For my side dish, we are doing cabbage. I've got some cabbage sliced up on a baking sheet in the oven right now. I've got my oven on 375 for that cabbage. And we're just roasting it. So I drizzled oil over it, salt and pepper. It's the most awesome side dish. Easy peasy is always what I'm about. Okay, so I've got my muffins in here. We're just gonna push them down in the pan. And I'm fixing to have to wash my hands so I can show you all the ketchup we're gonna be using. Again, I've got my oven on 350. You can put it on 375 if you want to. I totally forgot to check my notes to see what the temperature is supposed to be. I generally always start everything on 350. These will cook really quick, so 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. All of our ovens are a little different. One time I told somebody to cook them for 20 minutes, and they were like burnt. And y'all, we all have different appliances. You know, if you got one of those ovens that's 15 years old, it takes forever to cook, or if you've got a new one that cooks super fast. So you know how your oven works. Don't take my word for it. You're going to have to check your food. All right, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. It looks like it's going to rain. Okay, the ketchups I'm choosing today. Let me pull this up a little bit so I can show you the ingredients on the ketchup. So this is one I have not tried yet. This is Primal Organic. So Primal Kitchen. I've heard a lot about it. I just not have tried it before. So it says it's organic, unsweetened. Now I love the ingredient list. If you look at this, there's 2 total carbs and no fiber, right? So it is 2 carbs. 2 carbs per tablespoon. Okay, 2 carbs per tablespoon. So if you put a tablespoon on your meatloaf, there you go, 2 carbs per meatloaf. Because none of this other stuff has carbs that we've used so far. I love the ingredients because I can read every one of them. We got organic tomato concentrate, organic balsamic vinegar, less than 2% of salt, organic onion powder, organic garlic powder, organic spices. Y'all, do you see the word sugar at all? Do you see any of the hidden names for sugar? I sure do not. So I'm excited to taste this, and I'm fixing to taste it. This one I've tasted before and love it. This is Heinz no sugar added tomato. I love this, but let me tell you the difference. If you look here at the carb counts, there's 1 carb. See that? 1 carb. And the serving size is 1 tablespoon. So you get more ketchup with this one than you do the Primal. It has less carbs, in other words. But let's look at the ingredients. It's got tomato concentrate from red ripe tomatoes, distilled white vinegar, salt, natural flavorings, onion powder, sucralose, hidden word for sugar, spices, not naturally found in ketchup. That's our ingredient list. So if you look at the ingredients on these, I would always pick this one first, right? Let's do a taste test. Because I'm not, even though I am really, really serious about my carb counts, also I'm not a keto snob. So if I can get less carbs for this, even though those ingredients are not perfect, these ingredients are much, much better. If the taste is majorly different, I will have that on occasion. If the taste is wonderful on this one, I will always choose this one. That's how I kind of decide what sauces I'm going to use and buy. But always know how to read your labels. You want to read not just the nutritional values, read your ingredients, because there's lots of hidden sugars out there. Over 70 names for sugars, okay? All right, let me taste this. Let me get a little spoon. Spoons. Let's see. Here we go. This is the Primal Kitchen ketchup, and I love ketchup. It's pretty damn good. Very good. Wow. I can't believe I waited this long to try this. Okay, that's really, really good. Now, I have tried the Heinz before, but I'm going to taste it immediately after, just so I can get the full effect. Neither one of these are cold yet. They've been in my pantry. Yum, that really is good. So the Primal Kitchen, guys, I give it a thumbs up. It's got more carbs in this one, but let's taste it. Whoops. I love the thickness of this one. This one, to me, when I cook it on my meatloaf, it looks just like ketchup. It's thick. So see, it's thick. All right. It's the exact same. Exact same. There we go. I will 100% be buying Primal Kitchen moving forward unless it's not available, because I'm not one of those people who shop from store to store to store. When I go shopping, I want to be done. I don't want to go to 15 stores. So now I'm going to take my ketchup that I chose. I'm doing the Primal. Now it does have extra carbs. So this one has 2 carbs. I'm sorry, 2 carbs per tablespoon. This one has 1 for 1. So there is a difference, and that's okay. I will totally take it. So this is a little less than a tablespoon. That's the only thing. If you're strict keto, you want to measure this out. I'm not. And that's going to be too hard. So we're just going to dump it on. Ooh, yes. Y'all see that? It is thick. That's too much. Yes, I'm using the spoon that I just licked. This is for me and my husband. I'm not working in a kitchen. I'm not bringing this to your house. I would never do that. But I do not like washing dishes, and I'm cooking for myself. So don't judge me over using the same spoon. All right, here we go. Yum, this looks really thick too. Now I'm gonna tell you, I love the Heinz ketchup. So if you have the Heinz ketchup, use it. It's really good. But this is the first time I've seen this brand at Walmart. And I only shop one place. I am not running all over town looking for the best prices. I always find that at Walmart. And if Walmart doesn't have it, that's okay. I'll just wait till they have it, or I'll use what options they have at Walmart, because I just don't have time for all that. I'm too busy. Now my aunt, boy, she is grocery shopping queen. She'll find the best deals at every store, and she will shop at 3 or 4 or 5 stores if she has to get the best prices. And I just ain't got time for that. I don't like to grocery shop anyway. All right, so if you guys didn't notice, I did not post a grocery haul for you guys this week. Guess why? Because I had a big week, and we did not go grocery shopping this weekend. I was so tired Sunday when I woke up from all the festivities this weekend that I watched church from the couch, and then we had to get ready to go to a play. So we were just busy. I did not even go to the grocery store. So I stopped on the way home from work this afternoon to pick up these ingredients. Yum, this looks really good, guys. All right. I'm going to throw these in. I'll be right back to see if you guys have questions for me. If you do, put them in the comments now, because we are doing water aerobics tonight, even if it rains, because I got to. I'll be right back. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, Lord, mercy. Let me show these Let me get this cabbage. So this cabbage is looking yummy. I got my cabbage in the oven. I've got it on 375, and you'll see it starting to brown around the edges. So I just want to take something. Need a spoon or a spatula or something. I just want to move this around in my pan so it doesn't burn. You just stir it around. If I need to add more oil, I can do that now. Salt and pepper, oil is all you need, and this is so yummy. I love roasted cabbage. It's one of our favorite things. Anything roasted, we love veggies in the oven. All right, and I'm not gonna put any oil on. Let me stick this back in. I'll be right back, guys. It has been a busy day, but a wonderful day. You guys know I love Mondays. Let's see if I can find my chair. All right, so let's see if you guys have any questions. I'm not staying on here long, so if you don't have questions, we are going to finish this up. I hope you guys have tried these before. If you haven't, you have got to try them because they're so super yummy. Delicious, easy, fast meal. All right. I know, Patricia, it felt like I was gone forever. Patrice, I'm sorry. Let's see, Betty, she wants to try the 30-day supply of Nat. I will 100% send you that link, Betty. Just give me a little bit to finish up my dinner. Australia, hey there, how are you doing? Oh, Kimberly says she loves her berry blue. Yes, ma'am, I love that blue raspberry, it's delicious. All right, I'm looking for questions. Howdy, howdy, Pam. Melissa says she is going to try this recipe. They love meatloaf, so I love meatloaf too. It's so easy. If you want to chop up your onions and put them in there, you're welcome to do so. I just didn't want to take the time to chop onions. It is raining, darn it. We're going to do water roast in the rain. I got my hair done today too, so I'm going to have to wear a hairnet. Or a hair cap. Yes, if you want to chop up onions, you go right ahead. We just used onion powder because I didn't want to take the time. Fast and easy, right? Thank you, Denise. I sure appreciate that. Taco stuffed green peppers. Yes, girlfriend, those are good. Now, when I cooked it for the first time, I didn't use enough seasoning. So definitely when I cook that again, I will definitely have more seasoning, but I love those. Enjoy my videos and recipes. We've been eating low carb mostly for 5 to 6 weeks. Sherry, great. She's feeling so good. I'm so excited for you. I love to see people's progress and the way you guys feel. So many people focus on numbers on a scale, but gosh, the feeling you get from lowering your carb counts and taking sugar out is just amazing. Linda says she's making pork steak and mac and cheese or roasted cabbage. Good minds always think alike. Lisa says she had these for lunch today. I love these leftovers. So guys, make sure you know that if you make a big batch of these up, you can certainly cook them in the muffins and freeze them. And they're so good warmed up, so easy. I hardly ever take things out of the freezer because I only cook what we need for the family. We rarely ever have leftovers, and if we do, my daughter eats them the next day at work. Can you be in ketosis being low carb? Yes, you can, Suzanne, if you are someone who runs or someone who exercises a lot, if you have a really good metabolism. My husband is low carb, and he loves his little pecan pies over here in the kitchen. He's got his own little pantry section. And he loves his little pecan pies, but the man gets up at 5:45 in the morning, goes to the gym, and I'll be darned, he can eat a potato and still be in ketosis. It makes me so mad. So yes, you can, Suzanne. I love keto because the way I feel, and it's the first time in my life that I am not truly controlled by food. So I love the control I have with keto because I don't crave foods. I don't have to have foods. I can make choices to indulge, but those are few and far between. But my husband is low carb on most days, and he is in ketosis most of the time because he moves his body a lot and he's got a great metabolism. Y'all saw him, he's pretty cute. Let's see, just curious, is that pretty much all you cook is hamburger meat? No, so that is so funny you say that, Starlin. Is that Starlin? I love that name if that's how you say it. That is so funny you say that because my husband says all I cook is a chicken. And I'm like, no, all I cook is pork chops because that's all he loves. He loves pork chops. I hardly ever fix ground beef, so I think that's awesome that you're seeing all the ground beef videos. Teresa says she loves the G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup, and I sure do too. It is so good, Teresa. The only thing I like better about the Heinz or this Primal Kitchen, which is awesome, is it doesn't have the sweetness that G. Hughes does. I love G. Hughes. I love his sauces. I love his marinades. He's got some great stuff. But his ketchup to me is a little on the sweet side. So since I found the Heinz that one of you guys, I think Vivian, recommended to me, I have not gone back to G. Hughes ketchup just because the sweetness is not there. if you drink Keto Nat but don't follow keto, will you lose weight? Victoria, that is an awesome question. I have a lot of friends, including my granny, who drinks Keto Nat every single day and has no intentions of changing their diet. And in most of those cases, my friends come back and they're like, okay, I didn't want to change my diet, but I'm just not as hungry as I used to be. And I'm like, power of Nat. They fast and they don't even plan to fast. They just drink their drinks in the morning and they're like, well, dang, it's 12 o'clock. I'm not even eating anything yet. So I believe you can have success just drinking the drinks. I don't necessarily recommend it because I think food choices are what's going to control your health. I 100% believe that food either is a healer or a killer. It either feeds or fuels disease. So I love to recommend good food choices, but I have a lot of friends who drink these drinks for energy alone without worrying about a diet at all. I have a lot of really thin friends who drink this on a daily basis because they love the focus it gives them. They love the appetite control because they're addicts. They love the energy and they love the sleep that the Keto Nat brings to their life. So it's really for everybody and works in lots of different ways for different people. Cabbage rolls stuffed with ground beef. That sounds amazing, Kathy. Yum. Let's see. Linda made her mind up. She's doing the roasted cabbage. Hey, Alex Dove, how are you? Ooh, I had a shrimp boat on the grill. Yum. That sounds amazing. I got a new grill because my dad bought an upgrade to his grill and he gave me his old grill, so I'm getting his old grill. Another old grill, so I'm so excited. Sandy says sucralose is Splenda. That is so true, and I'm afraid of Splenda. All the reports out there on Splenda, I 100% try to stay away from it. With that being said, keto, I rarely ever have anything with sugar, so most sauces, including G-Hughes, unfortunately does have sucralose. It's very small amounts, that's why the carb count is so low, but they do have it. So yes, it's really hard to completely stay away from sugars because there are so many names for sugars and people don't understand that. Karen uses the Primal Spicy ketchup. Yum. They didn't have that at Walmart or I would have tried it. I love spicy. Well, hey, Irene, I'm glad you caught me live. Oh, Chantel's having BLT shuffles, and guess who else is? My sister-in-law, Tina. She said they're having BLTs tonight, too, so I love BLTs. We just did that last week. All right, am I a realtor? No, Brenda, I'm not a realtor. We have an occupational health clinic, so we help people get jobs. I love our job. We help people get jobs and help people stay safe in their work and all kinds of good stuff. We love our company. I will 100% post this recipe as soon as the video is finished. I will post this on the live post. Thank you, Charlene. And then I also will post a picture with the plated meal later as soon as I get my plate fixed. All right. Green beans in the oven, but didn't care for them. Debbie didn't love them. It's okay. We can't all love the same things all the time. I hope you'll try the skillet green beans with the onions. Yum. Delicious. All right, somebody else. Okay, let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any questions, guys. I really appreciate you joining me. If I am ever any help to you guys, I do ask that you share these videos so we can reach more people. Haley says, can you make the meatloaves in a small pan instead of the cups? You sure can. The smaller the better, because the smaller or the thinner, I guess, if you're using a big pan, the faster it'll cook. It's all about fast to me. It doesn't matter to me. I love meatloaf. So you can put it in a meatloaf pan and cook it for 45 minutes to an hour if you want to. But I just like the muffins because they're fast. Donna is down 15 pounds. Give Donna some hearts, everybody. Hey, Donna, I'm so glad you're enjoying the recipes. Connie must not have seen these before, so I'm so glad that you guys are seeing something new. I use lean meat. I always use lean meat, or at least the last year and a half I have. I've learned so much over my 3-year journey. I have finished 3 years. Let's see, April, May, June, July. Gosh, July already. April, May, June, July. I am 3 months into my 4th year keto. So throughout my time frame, I have definitely learned some things and I've changed some things and I'm much happier. Definitely doing more simple keto, not worrying about macros, eating more lean meat, because why in the world would you want to eat, 80% or 70% meat when you can have 93% meat? Yes, I know it costs more, but I like my lean meat because you're adding healthy fats to the recipes. So I do lean meats. Teresa's son has lost over 225 pounds. That is amazing. Cutting out sugar and starchy foods and sodas and intermittent fasting. That is amazing, Teresa. Everybody give Teresa tons of hearts for her son. That is so awesome. I love to hear people's stories. Guys, that is amazing. Give her some hearts. Suzanne has lost 50 pounds so far. We just got hearts galore. Y'all just give us all kinds of them. I'm so happy for you guys. I love it, love it, love it. Starling, I pronounced it perfect. I'm so good, ain't I? All right, ground sirloin sounds good, Brenda. I don't know what this is. It's just the leanest meat I could find in the grocery store. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any questions, guys. I could be on here all day talking to you guys because I love my friends. But I definitely want to get in the pool. It definitely is raining. But I told my sister-in-law that we are doing aerobics even in the rain. As long as it's not thundering, we're jumping in the pool. Kim wants to know if I'm in the medical profession. We have an occupational health clinic. So yes, and I love it. Just coming today. Cindy wants to know if there's more benefits to having 2 keto nat drinks a day instead of 1. She tried the lime today. I hope you loved it. She said it's great. I personally recommend 1 a day, Cindy, and let me tell you why. If you'll have 1 in the mornings or whenever you normally start your day or whenever you need that control, that is going to give you tons of benefits. You're going to see the power of Keto Nat with just 1 drink a day. Now, I have friends who drink 2 a day and there's nothing wrong with it, but I like to recommend that you make them last longer. And honestly, I know that you will see a difference with just 1 a day. I do drink 2 a day on occasion when I want to extend a fast. If I'm doing my 60-hour reboot, I have more than 1 a day. If I, like this weekend, from all the celebrations, I definitely had 2 a day this weekend. But that is not a daily for me. So definitely, I recommend 1 a day. Now, you can have 2 a day if you want to, but 1 a day is perfect. I know, Debbie, I didn't show my grocery haul because I have not gone to the grocery store. I just got to the grocery store this afternoon for this 1 meal, which is very unusual for me. But I definitely had a busy, jam-packed weekend. Do you know if shuffle leftovers keep 1 in the fridge? Should I freeze it? I kept mine in the fridge because I use them for the week. So if I make a batch of shuffle bread, I put them in the refrigerator. And Karen, all you have to do is, I don't put mine in the microwave to warm it up. I put it right back in the little waffle maker just to warm it for a couple of seconds. Perfect. I love them. Yum, guys, the skillet green beans are a hit for everybody. All right, I'm scrolling through here just to see if there's any questions. Hey, Linda, how are you? She's having cream spinach and Brussels sprouts. Yum, I love that. Martha is catching me live. Hey, Martha. So we are making some mini meatloafs. We love meatloaf at my house. These are fast and easy. And I've got to finish this up, guys. I love you guys so much, but I do have some things I got to get done. Started June the 7th, lost 16 pounds. Oh my gosh, Connie, congratulations. Now, guys, make sure if you're watching these comments that you do know in the beginning phases of most every diet you're going to lose, right? There is going to be a period where you're not going to lose 5 pounds in a week, and it is okay. Don't panic. Just keep measuring because you're going to lose inches and you're going to feel so good. The pounds will move again, but don't panic if you really start to slow down in the weight, because guess what? Water weighs, food weighs, poop weighs, everything weighs. But when you lose these inches, you're going to see fat move on your body. You're going to see fat leave your body, and you're going to be so happy. You're going to look back 5 months from now and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I was able to do that. But guys, I promise you will feel so good. Give this 4 to 5 months. Don't worry about your scales. Really watch your clothes measure because you're going to lose like crazy. I will send you information on the Keto Nat, Suzanne. Anybody else that wants it, just put Keto Nat in the comments. I will definitely send you some information. 75 pounds in 6 months for Serena's son. That is so awesome, guys. You can do this, guys. You can do this, I promise. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I can guarantee you if I can do it, everybody can do it. I will send everybody information who's asking about the Keto Nat drinks. Just in the comments, put Nat. I see a lot of people asking, and I will 100% put that information to you. Teresa wants to know if it's good for a person with heart issues. Teresa, I am not a physician. So when you guys ask me if I'm in the medical profession, I am in the medical profession as an administrator. I am not a doctor. You definitely need to talk to your doctor if you have some serious health issues, but I don't know a doctor who will say that sugar is good for you. So you still do need to talk with your doctors just like you would about anything else, but I don't know a doctor on this planet who would say sugar is good for you. So that's what keto and low carb dieting is removing sugar. So guys, you can do this and you're going to feel amazing. and just watch it fall off. I see lots of comments. Okay, guys, I love you. I've got to go, though. Let me check out this. Let me look and see what's going on in here. You know what I did? I totally started talking to y'all. I forgot to set my timer. So these are looking good. I'm going to have to watch them now because I did not set a timer. And this is the first time I'm using the Primal Kitchen, so you'll see they're a little liquefied back there. They don't stick on as good as your regular ketchup, but that's okay. I can always add a little bit to the back end if I needed to, but these look really good. And let's see if I can get this opened. Oh yes, that cabbage is looking really good. So this is gonna be our dinner. Fast, easy, delicious mini muffins and roasted cabbage. Guys, have an awesome night. Now, if I can help you, just send me a message. If this video has helped you in any way, please share. And I will talk to you later. Bye.